Hey y'all, it's Michelle, Daily 10. Got some more seeds in the mail, and these are also from Ryan. As I said in my first video, my last mail call video, Ryan had sent out a second package and I told him that the first one would probably show up as soon as he did, and sure enough, the first one showed up, and now the second one. Of course, the second one got here a whole lot faster. Took about 10 days instead of 3 or 4 weeks. So anyway, we're going to do something a little different with these. Instead of me keeping these, I asked Ryan if he had somebody in mind that he wanted to send more seeds to, some seeds to that he didn't get around to, or if he'd like to do a collaboration giveaway. So we're going to do the collaboration giveaway. And I'm going to let Ryan tell you a little bit about what's in this envelope. So, Ryan, go ahead.
Hey Michelle, how's it going? Just wanted to do that quick video for you, a rundown of those herbs that I sent you. So I'll go through them all. I'll try to do it fairly quick, but I'm a little long-winded at times. I'll throw up some pictures of them, and then if there's any sort of relevant information, I'll pop that up on the screen as well. So the first one, sheep sorrel. Sheep sorrel is like a lot of these, it's a very, very, very old herb. It's been used by North American natives for hundreds and hundreds of years. It is actually one of the 4 herbs that's part of the ESSIAC 4 herbs that's used in the cancer treatment. If you haven't heard of ESSIAC, I'll put a little link up here. I'm not advocating it. I'm not saying that herbal remedies outweigh Western medicine. I'm not saying any of that. Do your own due diligence, take a read, but for hundreds of years, I believe it was the Ojibwe, were using this mixture of 4 different herbs to fight cancers and to fight ill health. So from studies, it shows that the sheep sorrel, it's edible, it can be used to treat fever, general inflammation, scurvy. It's very, very high in vitamins A, B complex, C, D, E, and K. And it has natural molecules that they have been using in anti-cancer medications. So it's an interesting plant. It's a perennial. It should come back for you every single year, and if you let some of it go to seed, the area is just going to continue to grow. So there you go. That's sheep sorrel. The next one is the oric, the purple mountain spinach. This one here is it's not a medicinal, but I don't know. I just find it extremely cool. It's a native of Europe and Siberia. So it grows in super cold climates and super warm climates, which is what I find really unique about this. It's extremely tolerant to cold and to heat, as well as to drought. It doesn't need the world's best soil, loamy, well-drained soil. Like, that's so funny to me, seed packs. This plant does best in loamy, well-drained. Really? Yeah, all plants do. This plant is a survivor. I grabbed some of it from that Friends of the Garden program that I was in last year, and I transplanted it into my yard. And because I didn't need any more of it, I just let it go to seed. It gets like 5 feet tall. It's a beautiful purple. It turns all golden in the fall, and the seeds are these big papery. Again, I'll throw a video in here or a little clip of them. They look so nice. And when the wind blows, those things fall and blow everywhere. It is an annual, but you will never be without it if you let it go to seed. It self-seeds remarkably well. So, again, just a cool thing that I thought I'd pop in the mail. The next one, let's say, the purple kale. So that purple kale is just normal, whatever, purple kale seed. I started that the first year that I did my food forest up front. So my yard was just heavy, heavy clay. Nothing really grew very, very well. And I think those kale plants got, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 inches tall, like nowhere near a mature plant. And I whatever, I let them be, whatever, no big deal. I had a lot of other stuff growing. The next year, I noticed that they were coming back. So they survived minus 40 and snow and ice and all the rest of it up here. I never honestly heard of kale coming back the second year. They came back, they went to seed, they went flower, and they went to seed, so I collected those seeds. I would be flabbergasted, shocked, and amazed if you couldn't get those things to grow through your entire winter. Very, very durable, very, very durable, hardy plant. Okay, so the next one, evening primrose. So when I started getting into medicinal herbs, it was just based on my family, right? And what my family's needs are. So I've got, almost a 20 and 22-year-old daughter, a wife. I'm surrounded by hormonal changes in estrogen. Wave after wave washes over me. It's to the point where I can sit down and have a good little cry if a commercial is, corny enough. It's terrible. Anywho's, I was researching, some of the best herbs for women's issues because I happen to be around some of them. So this one kept coming up over and over and over again. So here's a quick rundown of the top 10 that it helps out with. With anybody really, but I mean specifically for women. I mean, it helps clear up acne. It helps ease up eczema. It improves overall skin health. It's used to relieve PMS symptoms. It minimizes breast pain, reduces hot flashes, can reduce high blood pressure, improves your heart health, and reduces nerve and bone pain. So I was like, okay, well, why not, right? You can buy evening primrose oil, and it's basically when it goes to seed, you take the seeds and you press them and you get the oil out of them. Probably more economical to just go buy the oil. It's a fantastic supplement that has again been used for hundreds of years, and it's a gorgeous plant. I mean, it grows 3-4 feet tall. It's got beautiful yellow flowers on it. It smells nice, and the flower only opens up at night, which is again why it's called an evening primrose. So I'm sure you're aware of the plant. I just love it, and again, whatever. Thought I'd send that by. All right, the next one is strawberry spinach. So, this is a crazy old plant. I didn't realize this is from the 1600s in Europe, and I mean it's just interesting. It's not medicinal to the best of my knowledge, but the leaves, you can eat them like spinach, and the berries are kind of strawberry-like and edible, and it's just. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, from what I've read, the root is very parsnip-like, and it's very sweet, and it's edible as well. I know you said that you'd bought some of those seeds, and I sent some of those seeds. We both think the same things are kind of cool. It's like, really? What the heck's that? So, anyway, hope you enjoy that. I want to see that thing grow for you. The next one is elecampane. I've seen a bunch of different. Homesteaders that grow elecampane. It's a super old plant. It's been used again hundreds and hundreds of years. It is an expectorant, so it helps clear things out of the body. It's typically used to focus on the lung area. So if somebody had cystic fibrosis, where they weren't able to get the mucus and liquid out of their lungs, if they had asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, chest colds, respiratory problems of any variety. I actually have a video coming up that's specifically on elecampane. I harvested, I dried the root, processed it, made the coffee out of it. I mean, I know it's not called a coffee, it's a decoction, or it's a, infusion. But anyway, it's a really neat. It's a really neat plant. And then, when you start looking up different historical things about it, I mean, it was named after Helen of Troy. It's, again, like I say, it's an old plant. It's, whatever. If you read up on any of that kind of stuff, it's pretty interesting. I hope you enjoy that one. Black-eyed Susans, I know that you had said that you are very familiar with that, and they grow well in your area. It is actually a medicinal, and I wasn't aware of that. The Ojibwe people, the natives, use that as a poultice against snake bites. You can make an infusion out of the roots, so a tea or coffee out of the roots that helped cure colds. What else did they do? Oh, they took the roots and they would juice them and use those as drops for earaches. It's very much, the root of it is very much like echinacea. So it's basically, it'll help build and boost immunity, fight colds, flus, and infections, and that type of thing. So, and on top of that, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to come back every year. So, all right, Black-eyed Susan. Okay, what's next on my list? Passion flower. This one was neat when I was looking it up because I had no idea why it was named a passion flower, and I sent it to you because you're in such a warm climate compared to me. There's no point in me, just not much point in me growing that. If I get a decent season out of it, I'd be shocked and amazed. But it's something that can do very, very well in your neck of the woods, and the flowers, when dried and put into a tea, are like synonymous with anti-stress, anti-anxiety, anti-depression, helps with sleeping. Like, it is an unbelievably calming mental herb. But you know, the neat thing, so anyway, real quick, so I'm looking up, I'm like, passion flower, oh, that's kind of neat, you know. So it turns out that this is actually, it's what it refers to is the Passion of the Christ. So back in the 15th century, when the Spanish missionaries went over to Peru, they saw this crazy, unusual flower to them as a symbol of the crucifixion. So the blue and the white colors of the flower are thought to stand for heaven and purity, and then the radial filaments symbolized the crown of thorns, and then those little tendrils represented the Roman whips. So I don't know, again, you know, like, you know, whatever it is a person believes, that's fine. It's just, I don't know, I kind of enjoy some of the history on those types of things. Again, it's a vining plant. I hope that it does very, very well for you. The next one is sweet peas. Those are, I'm not sure if you were watching me back then in the summer, but those were growing out in my yard. So there are, I think I sent you 2 or 3 different types of them. They grew absolutely fantastic. Now, I will say they grew slow. So if you start those like 8 weeks before your last frost date, that's not too soon. I could not believe how long they took to germinate, how slow they were to grow. Now, having said that, once they did grow, oh my stars, 5 feet high, huge, bushy, flowers everywhere. So I saved hundreds of those seeds. I hope they do as well for you. And then the last one is the lupin seeds that I saved from my yard. The lupins, that was year 2 of them, and they did better than I could have even imagined. I didn't know that plant got that big. I didn't know that, you know, it could have 13, 14 spikes of flowers. It's a nitrogen fixing plant, so if you plant that around any of your other, you know, sort of annual crops, it's going to provide a lot of nitrogen to the soil. If you have fruit trees or shrubs that you really like, planting those around them is going to help. Just a gorgeous plant, and again, seeds that I, you know, saved from the yard. So again, I hope they work for you. So sorry about the lengthy ramble there, my friend. You asked me for a little rundown, and I gave you a little more than a little. But enjoy those seeds, and I will enjoy yours. I appreciate it. I love the community, and the sharing is awesome. And hey, to any of Michelle's viewers that see this and don't know me, I'm just a goofy gardener. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. All right, Michelle. Told you I'd get you this. I'll edit in some pictures here and get this sent over to you. Have an awesome weekend. See you later.
This giveaway is going to be open to both my subscribers and Ryan's. So if you think you're interested in these seeds, please comment below. I want some seeds. I'm in. Whatever you want. I'm not going to respond comments to everybody. I'm just going to give you a thumbs up and let you know that I know you're here and you're interested in them. So I'm not putting giveaway in the title or the thumbnail because I want this to be for our subscribers, not just somebody out looking for freebies, because I recall Mrs. Wolfe at Bev at Our Half Acre Homestead commenting about that at one time, that people just do searches for giveaways to see what they can get for free. So those of you who are loyal to us, this is for y'all. So let us know if you're interested in the seeds, and we'll say this is Monday. I'm going to post this on Wednesday, so Ryan has time to do a video to tell his people about it. And we will let this go through, let's say Sunday. That would be, what date? The 18th. So sorry, I had to look at my calendar. And hopefully that'll give us enough time. And we'll do a drawing and give away these wonderful seeds that Ryan has so generously sent me twice. So thanks for watching and good luck.